guys it going? It's Jordan Harder from Harder Performance, and I'm going through my DMs today to bring some of the questions I get asked to give you some answers so you can take this into your sport, into your life, and increase your performance across the board. So as I go into the DMs, well, the question I got a couple times this last week was, how do I improve my first step? And the question reads, Coach, I feel confident when I have the soccer ball with my feet, but when I don't have the ball and I'm trying to get to the ball, other athletes have a faster first step and I constantly feel behind. Right? And this is pretty normal. A lot of athletes deal with this. A lot of athletes, like this athlete example, it sounds like you have a really high top end speed. You're fast with the top end speed, but getting your acceleration needs some work. Right? And so that acceleration needing some work, this comes down to a couple things. One of the things we can look at is our sprint mechanics, right? If you're sprinting, you're coming up right away, you're gonna be losing a ton of energy, right? So if I'm coming up instead of projecting myself outwards, I'm wasting energy. My mechanics are not working for me. Instead, when I'm sprinting, I wanna keep my knee over my toes for as long as I'm going, right? And this is most important in the acceleration phase. You can see some of my past content to check this out. I have some articles and some Instagram on my Instagram feed about acceleration versus top speed. But if you need a faster first step, stop trying to run with your weight back here. You're gonna slow yourself down. You want those hands driving out. Think uppercuts, right? Mike Tyson throwing those uppercuts. If you need to get your faster first step, that's the first thing we work on. Maybe your sprint mechanics are awesome and they're on point. We need to go to the weight room then to increase your rate of force development. So what rate of force development is? The rate of force development is how quickly you can produce force into that ground. All speed is stride length times stride frequency. So if I can put more force in the ground, I'm gonna be taking a longer step before my next foot comes in. What ends up happening is when we can increase our rate of force development, you take your awesome mechanics from over on the turf and you're sprinting even faster. So how we work on this is in the gym is we incorporate this into our programming. We're going to use single leg movements. I'll show you the RFE here in a second. We're going to do the reverse lunge as well. But you're going to work tempos. So working a tempo of a lift is just controlling the lowering portion. You might hold at the bottom and work on exploding as quick as you can up. And so this is how we would program this over a course of 3-4 months. I'm just going to give you the quick down and dirty. So you're trying to increase your force development right away. Work on your lowering of the weight. Once you're at the bottom, be able to explode it up. And these are the 2 exercises I do with my athletes to increase their first step. So first one we're going to do is our RFE, our Bulgarian split squat. One leg in front, one leg putting force into the bench on here. It's just holding there. 90% of my weight's on this front foot. What we're going to do is we're going to control that lowering the eccentric portion of the lift. We're going to go for 6 seconds on the way down. Give a little pause and drive up really fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and drive. So that would be the first exercise we're working on, right? On another workout day, we would come over here and use the reverse lunge the same way. So first month, if you're programming this out for a couple months, first month, controlling the lowering. Second month, we're pausing at that bottom position for 6. And after that, we're dropping the weight and focusing on how fast we can come up. The second one, we'll come over this way a little bit more, is our reverse lunge. So what we're going to do in that reverse lunge is try and take a 6-second lowering as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and from here, drive up. One reason I have the weight on the bottom is to get a larger range of motion that's going to mimic how I sprint a little bit more. Just give you a little stretch to that quad, a little bit more of a compromised position to gain strength in the lengthened position. So here are my 2 favorite exercises for to increase your first step speed, as well as some mechanic help. When you marry these 2 things, you work on your mechanics and you work on getting stronger and we're catching up on that first step in no time. So check it out, try it out, let me know how you think. See you next time.